How's it going, everybody? It's a lot of likes. We'll wait around a few minutes and let people join in, and then we'll get started. So if you guys, morning, Leona. If you guys haven't seen the post I made about an hour ago, um, go read that. It's going to let you know what we're doing today and what equipment you're going to need. But you can really use anything you've got on hand. So if you've got dumbbells, kettlebells, loaded backpack, anything like that's going to work today. So yeah, we'll give you guys a couple minutes, get ready, and then we'll get started. Let me know if the sound or anything is off. I can try to adjust that. Hey Dennis, how's it going, man? Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. I'm doing not too bad. It's a little different working from home, but trying to stay active, trying to keep busy. Um, yeah, it's more difficult than I thought it would be. All right, let me take a look at the time here. So we'll give it like another minute or two just to let anyone join up, and then we'll get started. So like I'd mentioned before, if you guys are just joining right now, make sure to read the post that I posted about an hour and a half ago. It kind of outlines everything you're going to need for today. Equipment, just dumbbells, kettlebells, a loaded bag, anything like that's going to work. So whatever you've got on hand, make sure you've got it with you. Some water, a mat if you have it would be good, and then a little bit of open floor space. That's about it for today. All right, so it's 11 o'clock now, so I think we'll get started. So first off, if anybody doesn't know, my name is Stefan. I'm one of the fitness instructors at 17 Wing Winnipeg, and we're doing a force-focused workout for you today. So for the workout today, we're going to be using, like I said, kettlebells, dumbbells, or a loaded pack if you have that. That's all you're going to need for equipment. We're going to focus on just some of the movement patterns that are going to be applicable to the force test. So working on those movement patterns, trying to do good quality movements, and elevating our heart rate and trying to keep our heart rate up while we're working. So that's the plan for today. So I have to read this disclaimer here. So I did add it to the post, and it's got some information there you can read, but I have to read it here verbally as well. So bear with me for a second. So in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering telefitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the telefitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel becomes accessible to all. Prior to participating in this session, and to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from a qualified exercise professional or healthcare provider, consult the Get Active questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document. So that was linked in my post earlier today, so just make sure you have a look at that if you need to. Morning, Patricia. Glad to see you're with us. So yeah, read that document really quickly if you haven't, and we'll get started here. So grab your equipment. I'll give you guys just a minute here. So we're going to go through our warm-up first, and then we'll actually get into the class itself. So as far as music's concerned, I'll probably be playing my own music very quietly, just kind of for myself. I find it difficult to work out without music, so you might not be able to hear it, but I encourage you to play your own music at home. So whatever you want to listen to, go ahead and play that at home. My music here will probably just be very quiet. All right, so we're going to get started with the warm-up here. So starting with some dynamic movements, and then we're going to get more specific to some of the movement patterns that we're going to be doing in today's workout. So it'll be about like 40 seconds per movement that we're doing for the warm-up. Quick transitions, just to get our heart rate up. All right, so we're going to start things off just by doing some arm circles. So big arm circles, going forward, just trying to loosen up the shoulder. And then we're going to reverse, big circles going back. I'm going to take a look at some of the comments I got right here. All right, so after those, we're going to go arm swings. So nice and wide across your chest. And then we're going to go to a chest press. So bringing our elbows back, pushing our hands away from us. And good. So we're going to bring our elbows in. You want to keep your elbows tight towards your body. And then we're going to go to a overhead press. All right, so next is going to be knee hugs. So we're going to raise one of our knees up. We're going to grab it gently. You're going to pull that in and then step back. So you want to hold that for about 2 seconds per side, alternating sides. One more. All right, so next we're going to do some floor sweeps. So we're going to bend at our hip, we're going to extend our leg, and then we're going to reach past our toes, adding in a sweep. So do about 2 sweeps, and then you can switch sides. Remember to keep that leg nice and straight, and then we're just going to alternate sides. We'll do one more each side. All right, I'll just check a few of the comments here. Welcome if you guys are just joining us. So we're going to do a forward reverse lunge complex. So we're going to take a big step forward, lunging down, back to standing, into a reverse lunge. So we're going to do that on both sides, and then we're going to alternate. Make sure you're keeping your knees behind your toes when you're going into your lunges. Chest is upright, and you guys are going down as low as you can. You want to keep these movements nice and slow and controlled. So take your time. We're going to try to do about 3 or 4 per side. All right, so next one, we're going to kind of do like a 3-part squat into a reach. So we're going to bend from our hip first. We're going to grab down towards our toes with our hands, dropping into a squat. We're going to hold the squat position at the bottom, and then we're going to reach up with our arms, and then stand. So we're just going to break it down into those 3 steps. So bending at the hip, hands down towards your toes, get low, bring the arms up, push through the heels, and then we're just going to repeat that. Remember, you want to keep your feet nice and flat on the floor, chest is up the whole time, and we're going to push through the heels. We'll do one more. All right, so last one here. I'm going to do a walkout push-up. So getting into a bit of a high plank, walking my hands out into a push-up, and then I'm going to walk my hands back. So all the way to standing, and then we're repeating that. Into a push-up, so hands under the shoulders, all the way down. We'll do that a couple more times. And last one. All right, so that'll wrap up our warm-up here. So you guys can grab a quick drink of water, and then I will break down what we're actually doing for the workout if you haven't already looked online. So again, for equipment, we're just going to use either kettlebells, dumbbells, or if you've got a loaded backpack, that's all you're going to need. So any sort of variation. Okay, so format, like I discussed, we're doing 10 exercises total. So we're going to do 4 lower body, 4 upper body, 2 kind of conditioning exercises. It's going to be 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest between each of the exercises. So it's going to go pretty quickly. Whole thing should take us roughly 6 or 7 minutes to get through one set. So we're going to try to do 3, maybe 4 sets total. We'll see how we're doing on time for today. So we'll give everybody a chance just to grab some equipment. Thanks, Denise. We really appreciate that. We're happy to provide these classes for you guys. Helps me do my workouts at home. It's pretty difficult, I'm not going to lie, to stay motivated to work out at home, but doing these classes definitely helps, and I'm sure I can speak for all the other instructors here. We're happy to do these for everybody. All right, so we'll do a quick demo of each of the exercises we're doing. Like I said, 4 upper, 4 lower, 2 kind of conditioning exercises. So grab your equipment while I kind of do these demos, and we'll get started. Okay, so I happen to have some kettlebells here, so I'll be using those, but I will demonstrate using other implements as well. So the first exercise is going to be either a kettlebell swing, or if you don't have a kettlebell, then doing a deadlift variation. So if you do happen to have a kettlebell, feel free to use that, but if not, we'll show you an alternative. So for the kettlebell swing, we want our stance to be more narrow, about a hip width apart. We're going to grab our kettlebell, keeping our back nice and straight. We're going to start the swing, and then the movement's happening at our hip. So I'm sticking my butt back, and I'm thrusting my hips forward. I'm keeping my arms nice and straight. My back is flat, my chest is up. So you don't want any rounding of your back. So that's the kettlebell swing. Like I said, if you guys don't have a kettlebell to do the swings, I'll show you a deadlift alternative. So pretty similar setup. You want that narrow stance. You're going to bend at the hip, sticking your butt out. You're going to grab onto the kettlebell. Back is flat. Standing up nice and tall. Lowering that back down to the floor. So if you guys don't have a kettlebell here, I'll show you with the backpack too. So just grab a backpack. Same sort of idea. You're bending at your hip, grabbing on, back is flat, standing up. So that's the alternative if you don't have a kettlebell. So next one, we're doing a row variation. So if you want, you can use dumbbells, kettlebell, pack, whatever you got. I'll show with dumbbells first. So we're going to get into that same kind of position. Bending at your hip, back is flat, weight is in front. You're bringing the weight towards your chest. Keeping the back nice and flat the whole time. So that's our dumbbell variation. If you've got the backpack here, exactly the same movement. Bending at the hip, bringing the backpack towards your chest. Then we're going to go to reverse lunges. So this one you can do it loaded or unloaded. If you've got weight, use the weight. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'll show it with dumbbells first. So reverse lunges, we're just alternating our step. So nice and tall, going into a reverse lunge, just like we did in the warm-up. You're taking your time. You're making sure the movement's nice, clean movement. And then we're just alternating sides. So that's the reverse lunge. Next up is going to be a modified push-up or a push-up variation. So you can do it from your knees or from your toes. So if we're down on the floor, I've got my knees down. I'm making sure my hands are under my shoulders. I'm going all the way down to the floor, all the way back up. So we want to focus on a good range of motion. So make sure you're going all the way down, all the way back up. If we're doing that from our toes, same thing. Keep our core nice and tight, down to the floor, all the way back up. So make sure to do whatever variation is appropriate for yourself. So that's our first 4 exercises, 2 upper, 2 lower. Then we're going to go to some conditioning. So we're doing mountain climbers. So we're going to get into that kind of high plank position. And then we're bringing our knee towards our elbow, alternating sides. So this one, you guys are going at your own pace. If you really want to get a good conditioning effect, you can go as fast as you'd like. you want to take it a little bit easier, slow it down. All right, so next we're going to grab our dumbbells or pack, whatever you got. We're doing an overhead press. So we're going to grab our weight around the shoulder, and then you guys are lifting the weight up above your head, bringing it back down. If you want, you can use one dumbbell here too. Same idea, lift it above the head. Or you can use your backpack. So all the way above the head, back down. So next we're going to single leg deadlifts. So this one we can do it loaded or unloaded. If we're going to do it unloaded, we're going to start with our left leg. We're bending at the hip. Our right leg is straight. We're going to bend until we're looking down at the floor, and then you're going to return back to standing. So really take your time with this. Allow your hamstrings to work. We're doing this one on both legs, so you're just going to alternate sides. If you want to use weight, you can use weight. You're going to have the weight in front of you. Same thing, bending at your hip. Back to standing, other leg. And we're just going to alternate. Next is going to be triceps. So probably easiest if you have dumbbells. It'll be a little bit difficult with the backpack. If you don't have a pair of dumbbells, you can always try dips. That's another alternative. So if we got our triceps here, weight is behind our head, elbows are bent at 90 degrees, lifting up, all the way back down. Again, we want that full range of motion. So next one is going to be goblet squat. So any implement is good. I'll show the dumbbells here. So you're going to hold these in front, widening up your stance for good squats, dropping down as low as you can, pushing up through your heels. Again, good squat technique. Feet are flat, sticking the butt out as we go down, pushing up with the heels. Same idea if you've got the backpack. Just going to get down into a good squat. Keep that close to your chest. All right, so our last one, our 10th and final exercise. Doing it to kind of practice the rushes. So we're going to get down to the floor. We're doing a hand release push-up to standing. So all the way to the floor. Hands are up. Push up. Bring your feet forward and stand. And then we're repeating that. So again, you're going at your own pace. The faster you guys go, the harder it's going to be. So that was the 10 exercises. So make sure you got what you need. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. I'll set up my timer, and then we're going to get started. All right, does anybody have any questions before we get started? Looks like everybody's doing okay. So remember the format, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So it's going to go pretty quickly. Make sure you got all your equipment on hand. I'll give us about 1 more minute here, and then we're going to do round 1. right, so everybody should be getting ready now. I'm going to start my timer shortly, and then we're doing round one. So remember, exercise number one, kettlebell swings or the deadlift. Either using dumbbells, kettlebells, backpack, whatever you got. I think I'm going to do the kettlebell swings for the first round. All right, so grab your equipment. I started my timer. We got a couple seconds here. Everybody getting ready, and we're going. So 30 seconds of work. Remember, you guys are going at your own pace. So if you need to take a break at any point, you can. Do as much as you can. Got about 10 seconds left. Good. Now we're doing the rows. So I'm going to grab my dumbbells, bending at the hip, ready, and we're going. 30 seconds. Make sure to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Full range of motion. Keep that back nice and flat. 10 seconds. Next is reverse lunges. I'm going to keep the dumbbells. Standing up tall and lunging. Alternating sides. Make sure to take your time. Good quality movement. Almost there. All right. Modified push-up or push-up variation. So either from the toes or from the knees, whatever you got to do, all the way down, all the way back up. Remember, good form. We want full range of motion. All the way to the floor, all the way to the top. And time. So next up is going to be the mountain climbers. So high plank position, going at your own pace. Again, back nice and flat. Halfway. And good. All right, overhead press. Grab your weight. And we're going. Halfway. Nice and controlled. Good. Single leg deadlift. With or without weight. Alternating sides. Bending at the hip. Back nice and straight. Feel that in the hamstring and the glutes. triceps. Remember, if you don't have the weight, you can use dips. You really want to isolate the triceps. Only movement should be from the elbow. All right, goblet squat. Again, loaded or unloaded. Front load the weight, all the way down, all the way back up. Chest up the whole time. Halfway there. All right, last one. We're doing our prone push-up, hand release to standing. Halfway, guys, keep going. All right, that's time. Make sure to grab water. We'll take a couple minutes. Wipe off the sweat. I'll set a timer here for a couple minutes. Make sure to let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns, any modifications. Hopefully that first round went well for everybody. Goes pretty quickly, so you got to be on the ball. Let me know how you guys are doing. If that was good difficulty, if it was too hard, too easy, you can always make it harder. I find I'm sweating a lot more right now. It's, I guess, the warmer weather. I don't have the air conditioning on in my house yet, so definitely feeling the heat. Awesome. Good to hear, Dennis. Keep it up, buddy. And make sure you guys stay hydrated too, so always have water with you. Replenish your fluids. All right, how are we doing on the timer? About 20 seconds. So, last call for any questions, modifications. If you guys are good, then I'm good to go. All right, so I'm gonna reset my timer and then we're gonna do round 2. So exactly the same thing again, 30 on, 10 off. Should take about six and a half minutes, I think. All right, so grab your equipment, we're gonna get started. So So I think for this round, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'll use some other equipment here just to try it out. Give everybody a demo on how that should look. So kettlebell swings if you got it. Otherwise, we're doing deadlifts. So I'm going to use the backpack this time. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So bending at your hip, back nice and straight. We're at 10 seconds left. Good. We're doing our row variation next. So I'm going to keep the backpack. We'll try it with that. Hip hinging, flat back, rows. All the way to your chest. You want your elbows back. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Five seconds. Okay, we got reverse lunges. So I'm going to use the backpack again. Just going to hold that in the front. Alternating sides. Again, taking your time with this one. All right, we're going to go to the push-ups next. Quick drink of water. Push-ups. Full range of motion. Make sure you guys got your fingers facing forward. Hands are under the shoulders. All right, we're going to go to high plank, mountain climbers. Everybody ready? Back nice and straight. Engage your core, keep your core tight. Quick feet. Good. Overhead press. And we're going. Remember, if the weight gets too heavy or you only have one dumbbell, you can do it with one. Good. Single leg deadlift. I'm going to do it with the bag this time. Alternating sides. Remember to keep your shoulders back, back nice and flat. Bending at the hip. Last one. Good. Triceps. Isolate the triceps. Only movement should be from the elbows. Halfway, 15. All right, goblet squat. I'm going to use the bag this time. Sit that butt back all the way through the heels. Chest is up the whole time. Last one. Hand release, push up, standing. Halfway. Finish off strong. All right, good job. Grab some water. We'll take another 2.5. Thanks, Leanne. All right, so that's 2 rounds done. Doing round 3 in about 2 minutes. Again, make sure to grab water, everybody. Catch your breath. I'll definitely feeling the workout today. Last couple days, it's been a bit of a struggle for me personally. I haven't been as motivated and been finding it hard to really get a good workout session in. So just do what you can. Remember, any movement is good movement. So it's awesome to see everybody here and participating. One thing about the self-isolation and COVID is my hair's been getting pretty long. I usually don't like to let it grow this much, so that's been a struggle. I tried cutting it myself or get my wife to cut it for me, but I don't really trust her, so. Hey, that's good, Dennis. You know, do what you can, buddy. Spend time with the family and, you know, stay active, do what you can, move. It's all good. All right, so there's the timer. So we're gonna do round 3. So grab your water, grab your equipment, and let's get ready for the last round. All right. So last one for today. So let's give it our all. And we're going in 10 seconds. So I'm going to go back to the kettlebell swings. You guys do what you got to do. Ready. And we're going. Make sure to keep that back nice and straight. All that movement's happening at the hip. That's where the power is coming from. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Last couple seconds. Good. And we're doing our rows. I think this time I'm going to try a heavier row. So I'm going to do like a 3-point, resting my hand on my knee. I've got my heavier kettlebell. I'm going to switch halfway. That's halfway. Same idea, I'm keeping my back straight. Pulling that weight towards my shoulder. Good. We've got the reverse lunge coming up. Nice solid movement, guys. Keep that knee behind the toe box. One more rep. Push-ups. Full range of motion. Halfway, keep going. All right, mountain climbers, last time for today. And we're going. Halfway, keep going. Almost there. Good job. Overhead press. Grab your weight. Make sure to get underneath the weight when it's above your head. Halfway. Good. Single leg deadlift. I'm going to try with my kettlebell. I'm going to do a few on each side, then I'm going to switch. Halfway. Good, triceps. I'll try to do some dips for this one. Halfway, finish off strong. Good. Goblet squat. Got my heavier kettlebell. One more rep. Good. All right, guys, last one. Hand release, push up. Halfway, keep going. All right, everybody. Awesome job. Grab water. Wipe yourself off. If you're like me, you're sweating pretty hard. All right, we'll take a couple minutes, bring the heart rate down, then we'll stretch for the remainder of the workout. Got about 10 minutes left. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Definitely got my heart rate up. I'm definitely sweating a ton. Good way to start off the weekend. Earn any of those cheat meals you might be having this weekend. All right, I'll take like one more minute here, then I'll have a seat and we'll stretch. Thanks everybody, appreciate the feedback. I like to think it was pretty good. I'm sweating, I'm out of breath, so must have done something right. All right. I'll grab a drink of water. And then I'll grab a spot on the floor, stretch it out. All right. So bring your feet together, close as you can. My legs are all sweaty here. Sit up nice and tall. And then push down your knees towards the floor. Stretch out your groin, and then you want to lean your body forward slightly. We're going to hold that for about 30 to 40 seconds. Still focusing on good breathing. Bringing the heart rate down. Good, let's extend one of our legs. Point your toes back, and then from your hip, reaching forward, grabbing onto your toe. If you want more of a stretch, reach out with that second hand. Try with the second hand, that'll intensify the stretch. Nice deep breathing, still bringing the heart rate down. Good, other leg. Bending at the hip, grabbing the foot. Other arm if you need. Toes pointed back. All right, good. So next one, we're going to stand up. So just grab onto the wall or something for support. We're going to grab our foot, bring our heel towards our butt. Okay, we're going to switch. Good. All right, we're going to go back onto the floor. I'm going to lay flat on my back. I'm going to bend one leg over. Right hand is on the outside, left hand through the middle. Grab the other knee, pull it in. All right, we're going to switch, same thing. Bend the leg over, right arm in the middle, left arm on the outside. Grab the knee, pull it. All right, so next one, we're going to go onto our knees. We're going to extend our arms nice and straight, low to the floor. Set the butt back. Good. From there, we're getting into a plank, dropping our heel, calf stretch. And switch. Okay, good. We're going to go to a half kneel. So the leg that's down, I want to feel a stretch here in my hip flexor. So I'm going to bring my hips forward, nice and tall. Feel that in the hip flexor. The further you lean forward, the more you'll feel that. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Bring that hip forward, Nice and tall. All right, so we're gonna stand up. Last couple here. Bring the arm across, shoulder back. Other side. And then we're going to go behind the head, push on the elbow, triceps. Switch sides. All right, everybody. So that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Hope you guys stay safe. Have a good weekend, and we will see you guys next week. So look out for those workouts online. Make sure to comment and leave any feedback you guys have for us, or if there's something specific you want to see. And we're going to keep bringing that content for you guys. So everybody stay safe, and I'm signing off.